What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the U-verse? Welcome back. You believe it? I'm out on a bike. Ain't it amazing? Oh man, winter is finally broke. Spring is officially here. We're in the 70s. It's absolutely gorgeous here in Colorado. We still got them snow-capped mountains off in the distance. Oh, it's a good day. So what I wanted to talk to you about is a Quickshifter auto blipper. Hear that? That was a quick shift right there. Let's see, we'll get another one right here. Upshift, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Didn't touch the clutch. And the reason why I even bring that up is I've noticed I've been seeing a lot of videos lately where people are talking God almighty about the Quickshifter, and they mention, oh, it's an up only, so it's not an auto blip downshifter, or it's an auto blip Quickshifter, which is what the Tuono factory has. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys what exactly those words mean, because if you don't know, they're just talking Latin to you. So the way a motorcycle transmission works is it's different than a traditional car transmission. A motorcycle transmission is sequential, meaning whatever gear you're in, the gear above and the gear below are always ready. The bike can just move up and down the transmission or the gears. You're not actually moving things into position to get slotted into gear, kind of thing. And the way that a motorcycle transmission stays in gear is through torque. It's through load on the transmission. So there's acceleration load and there's deceleration load. Upshifting requires removal of that acceleration load from the transmission. As soon as you remove that load, you can slip into the next gear and take off with your new gear ratios. Now, auto blip downshift, and you hear that little boom. What that is doing is that is releasing a deceleration load on the transmission. So when I'm going into engine braking and I'm slowing down, and the engine compression is working as a decelerative force on the motorcycle, you can release that load by just blipping the throttle up to the proper RPMs that matches the next gear. And by accelerating just very slightly, you release that load, that deceleration load. You're not actually accelerating the bike, you're accelerating the motor. That's got to be clear. We're not accelerating the bike, we're accelerating the motor to take that decelerative load off of the transmission, which allows the gear selector, cog, fork to slip to the next gear down. And that's how an auto blipper works. An auto blipper and a Quickshifter, they have a little sensor that goes in your shift rod that senses pressure. So when it senses an auto blipper like this one that goes up and down, senses both directions, senses if I'm pushing up on the gear shift lever or if I'm pushing down on the gear shift lever, and it interprets those two forces differently. Now, it's important when you're doing a clutchless shift, either with an auto blipper or a Quickshifter, or a Quickshifter with auto blip. I guess there's not actually, I don't know of a Quickshifter or an auto blipper that's not up. It's either up or it's up and down. Yeah, something like that. But it's important that you're doing it in the state of load that that method is meant to alleviate. So if we're accelerating, then we can go up in speed in gears. If we're decelerating or slowing down, then we can go down gears. Like that. You probably heard that motor, or that little motor bump when I dropped from third down to first with the auto blipper. So if you're going to downshift, get off the throttle. Let your bike be under full engine braking, or your transmission on a decelerative load. If you're going to be using the quick shift function of your Quickshifter auto blipper, which is upshifts only, be on an acceleration load on your transmission, meaning your bike is speeding up and you've got that rotational force holding your gears in place, because then your Quickshifter can cut ignition for a split second, which releases that load just like this. You can hear it, especially from first to second. Hear that little cut out and cut back in? Yet again, I didn't use the clutch. So basically, guys and gals, that's what a Quickshifter auto blipper, that's what people are talking about. That's what moto vloggers and moto journalists are talking about when they're talking all about the Quickshifter and how wonderful it is. Now you guys understand. Until the next time, a little bit of info, just a tidbit I wanted to share with you guys. Try to alleviate some potential questions that people might have had about Quickshifters. So until the next time, I will see you guys out there in the canyons. Keep that shiny side up. You know I love each and every one of you guys. Peace.